Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 13th, and your President Donald Trump is waking up at the White House. At 8 o'clock this morning, he will be beginning his executive time. At 11 a.m., he has his intelligence briefing. At 2 o'clock, he will be participating in signing time. He has a separate signing time at 3 o'clock, and then he has a policy meeting at 5 o'clock. Around the Twitter sphere, United Kingdom Home Office Minister Anna Turley has admitted that housing massive numbers of illegal immigrants in certain areas of the country is leading to civil unrest. You think? The leading candidate for Prime Minister of Australia has just stated that she wants to ban the burqa in her country as it is not compatible with her country. The former CDC director says it was a mistake to vaccinate pregnant women for COVID-19. Rand Paul says he has two bills that will help prevent a future pandemic. The Royalty Transparency Act requires federal agencies to publicly disclose royalty payments to government scientists, addressing potential conflicts of interest like those raised in the Fauci investigation, and Risky Research Review Act, calling for comprehensive review and stricter oversight of all federally funded high-risk biological and gain-of-function research, including projects linked to the origins of COVID. Qatar has officially become the largest foreign donor to U.S. colleges and universities, contributing over $6.6 billion to American higher education. This massive financial footprint, tracked through recent data released by the U.S. Department of Education, outpaces all other global nations, including China and Saudi Arabia. Paula Scanlon says, if you ever feel useless, just know that the leaders of the WNBA have sat in multiple meetings now trying to figure out what the W of WNBA stands for, and they haven't come to a conclusion yet. If you're not familiar with Paula Scanlon's name, she was one of the women that was on the team with Leah Thomas while he was competing against Riley Gaines back in 2022, I believe. She has spoken out publicly about what it felt like to have to get undressed in a locker room with a biological man. She's got a very important part of this discussion, and I did talk about her on my podcast that I just released about this whole WNBA debacle. If you want to drop in and listen to it, a shameless personal plug on Apple and Spotify. The owner of suspiciously vacant adult daycare billed Medicaid $32 million while donating to Kathy Hochul. Nothing to see here, folks. Clay Travis says there's an interesting legal mess for WNBA as two former NBA players enter the draft. There's already a trans player, a woman who identifies as a man. So which governs eligibility in the league, biology or choice? If a woman pretending to be a man is eligible, is a man pretending to be a woman? The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has nearly unanimously ruled against Planned Parenthood, which could result in the organization being forced to pay out up to $1.8 billion. That would effectively bankrupt Planned Parenthood. Plaintiffs allege Planned Parenthood kept taking Medicaid money and did not give it back after Texas and Louisiana decided they should no longer be allowed to participate in the program. If the court finds Planned Parenthood actually illegally billed Medicaid, the penalties could be absolutely massive, with some estimates reaching as high as $1.8 billion. And President Trump announced yesterday our wonderful White House press secretary and one of my most trusted aides, Carolyn Levitt, will be departing her role at the end of the month so she can spend more time with her beautiful young children and family, a decision I totally understand and respect. Carolyn will now be one of my top outside advisors and an influential voice within the Republican Party as we work to defy history and win midterm elections. Carolyn, I wish you the absolute best. You did an amazing job as the press secretary, and it was a joy watching you work. That's it for me for today. Y'all take care. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.